And your source for esports racing is live, and all good karma to those who ask for it. Welcome aboard tonight live, everybody, to the Volusia Speedway Park. It is Monday night. It is time for the Dirt Swinging Outlaws Pro Late Model Series here on tap via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Hello, everybody. Phil LeCass here along with my broadcast partner, Mr. Too Tall Todd Stanton, alongside on the call. And Todd, we come back to visit with the Dirt Swinging Outlaws, and this week's Battlegrounds becomes Volusia here in the beautiful state of Florida. It is a hot, sunny night down here. We are locked and loaded, ready to rock, and a great car count in the pit area. What do you say? We're already jumping out to the Speedway. Looks like 3 heat races on the docket. The first of those heading out to the Speedway.
Yeah, the first heat race here, the Foils Trucking heat race number 1. It's going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, tonight's quick time, the Hard Motorsports quick time, the number 6 of CJ Phillips. Jason Bartlett outside, no stranger to the victory lane here at DSO. The Red Rocket himself, the number 25, that's Spencer Swafford. The number 66, Spencer Swafford. Inside row number 2, starting in the third starting position, number 33, that is the high side hustler. That is Martin Carson. As Jason Bartlett outside, that is a 3D Motorsports car, or 3D Racing, of Clifford Driscoll aboard the number 63 machine. Rolling off inside row number 3 in the fifth starting position, that's another 3D Racing machine. The number 29 is Scott Dobbs, and Justin Witt rolls off 6th in that number 7 machine. Rolling off 7th is J.D. Sassy aboard the number 27 machine, and Fast Frank Gonzalez aboard the 04. And the Mud Duck Racing number 04 starts the 8th position. Starting 9th, the number 14 of Brian Waxon. Robert Scott aboard the number 18. He starts 10th.
That is 10 really good missiles right there. Going to take us out here through the half mile. Volusia Speedway Park is a field that's nestled over on the west end of the racetrack. In turns number 3 and 4 for the first time tonight. iRacing, I-Flag, green flag goes up in the air. And we go hauling down into turn number 1 with CJ Phillips going to lead the way. Spencer Swafford going to use the outside lane and already trying to propel himself out to the race lead. Can he clear CJ Phillips? They're door to door for the race lead. A battle of the sixes off the board.
Yeah, CJ Phillips down to the inside, trying to get around Swafford. Here's a complete lap number 1 here of 10. Around the Volusia Motorsports Park is the number 6 trying to get down to the bottom again. Not able to do so here. Swafford looks like he has the edge there in the top shelf. Here comes the 33 of Martin Carts down to the inside. Great race with Clifford Driscoll.
Yeah, that's a good race going on for third down in turn number 1. They say top 4 will transfer here out of the heat races here tonight. So 4 drivers are going to come out of heat race number 1, which will go caution flag presented by Hanover Wrecker Service on caution flag number 1 of the night, lap number 3. It'll slow the field down and give us a chance to throw it down to Todd, a BladeNo.com full velocity racing network instant replay. And I believe you're going to find something going amiss. Well, 29 of Scott Dobbs.
And the 29 of Scott Dobbs, it looks like a little bit of contact there. And the 22 made a little contact, kind of uprooted him out there. He gets back up the track, and then the 4D of Fast Frank Gonzalez just drives her in deep and makes sure he finishes off the 29 of Dobbs there. That's that Mud Duck Racing versus 3D Racing right there going on. But Scott Dobbs around it or not, that's not the way you want to start his night.
Certainly wasn't. Scott's one of those guys that we see migrate via Facebook Live every week out there in the chat. I'm going to apologize, everybody. Usually I'd have the chats on monitored, but for whatever reason, the old PC not cooperating with me tonight, so I'm going to have to skip out on monitoring the streams out there to try to keep myself connected to Volusia here this evening because for whatever reason, my connection went all loopy when I was following along the chat, so I probably have a little bit of reboot in store between our races here with the pros and the super late model, so I'll apologize for that, but Todd's usually pretty good at keeping up with chat, so I'll let him hopefully monitor that, and I'll do the best I can possibly do as well. Try to get the phone connected here on always, but looks like this time off of turn number 4. Starter going to put that clutch green flag down, and we're going to go back green flag racing next time on lap number 6. CJ Phillips leading Spencer Swafford, Martin Karch, Cliff Driscoll in that final transfer spot. Justin Witt currently running in 5th. J.D. Sassy, Frank Gonzalez, Brian Wax, Robert Scott, and Scott Dobbs going to run our 10-car field. They are restacked, they are repacked, they are 2 wide over in turns number 3 and 4. And that only means one more thing to do. That iRacing.com Chevrolet Silverado safety vehicle going to make that hard left-hand turn down on pit road. He's going to take that hard left, and we go back to racing. iRacing, I-Flag, green flag back in the air.
And what a start again for Spencer Swafford aboard the number 66 Seal of Love Care sponsor machine iRacing iFlag. Also on board of that, the number 6 now. Looking to the bottom here, CJ Phillips trying to get that top spot back and trying to wrestle away from the number 66 of Swafford. That's no easy task here, not even in the pro late models, as Swafford has swept pretty much the whole season, Phil. And Swafford's been on fire in that 66 machine.
Certainly has, and as we get off of turn number 3 and 4, we're going to slow it back down. Second Hanover Record Service caution flag going to greet us here on lap number 9, and I believe that may end this one here under caution as Swafford going to lead C.J. Phillips, Cliff Driscoll, Martin Karch back to the line. Issues toward the back of the field, it looks like. Or I don't know if that was the 29 or the 14 of Brian Wax. 14 Carton looks like he may have gone around, and that's going to be the subject of our BladeNote.com full velocity replay.
Definitely was the 14 of Brian Wax, and he had a little bit of help. Somebody full sent it, the number 18 machine of Robert Scott. Full send it to the corner, and around goes Brian Wax, unfortunately. In that D14 machine, going to have to join the tail end of the field here, as that's a tough break for him.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it really stinks for those guys, as they're going to have to be sent to the rear of the field. The only problem is, this time off turn number 4, we're going to get the yellow flag with the checkered flag. It's going to give Spencer Swafford a really good start to the night. He's going to pick up heat race number 1 victory over C.J. Phillips. Cliff Driscoll and Martin Karch going to be your 4 cars who automatically transfer. Justin Witt going to finish up, it looks like, in the 5th spot with J.D. Sassy. Frank Gonzalez, Robert Scott, Scott Dobbs, and Brian Wax going to run out our 10-car field for heat race number 1 as they come off the corner. The checkered flag going to go over the field. That's going to put the bed there on heat racing action for heat number 1. Heat number 2 should be rolling on next, but give us a good chance here, Todd, to give a quick mention to our sponsors out there, of course, that make the network go round night after night. We're going to thank Hanover Record Service, to the presenting sponsor of this series, as well as our caution overlay. Thank you to Tyler and all the gang over there. Check out Hanover Record Service. Also thank Jeff over at iRacing iFlag. Check them out today, iRacingIFlag.com. Got to thank Kathy and Brian Voiles from Voiles Trucking. They'll get a hold of them on Facebook as well. Also going to say thanks to Sam and Vlad over at BladeNode.com. Got to thank South Texas Speedway, our buddy Scott Bargloff. He always views out here on a Monday night. Thanks to Scott. Got to thank Jake Keel over at Montstar Productions. Also got to thank TDR Racing League, Hard Motorsports, Trash Panda Graphics, Evil One Graphics, and Full Throttle with the Gen over on YouTube. Want to say hello to our buddy Brendan. Has been having some medical emergencies out there in his family. We wish all is well with them. But heat race number 2 about to take its way to the racetrack, Todd, for their 10-lap journey around. 9 cars scheduled to go out there. I'll throw a review for our starting lineup for heat race number 2.
Now your starting lineup here for heat race number 2 is we're still trying to get locked and loaded here on the Facebook Live chat. Sorry guys if I cannot communicate with you either. I'm trying to get my phone to reboot, so we'll see what's going to go on with that one. But starting on the pole, driving the 111, that's Russell Snelling. Is dancing partly outside, driving the number 24. That is Daniel Cummings Jr. Inside row number 2, starting the 3rd starting position, that's number 68 machine. That's Darren Litterall in HRE Motorsports. And outside of him will be Mookie Haney aboard the number 15 machine. Rolling off inside row number 3, that's Gary Bunsen aboard the 77. And AJ Sideways, AJ Cruz aboard the 343, rolls off 6. Rolling off 7, that is Mud Duck himself there. He should say the 44. Should say head Hanover guy, Tyler Blankenship. And outside of him will be Curtis Upoff aboard the 129 machine. And inside row number 5, all by his loads from the 289, the Jeremy Weatherby 289, the beautifully sponsored prepared car out there, Kabang Energy Candy, Phil.
Yeah, good to see you, Jeremy Weatherby, back out here tonight as we go racing here at Volusia. Down to turn number 1, Snellings and Cummings going to lead them off of that second turn. Great one out there for the 111. Looks like Russ got some speed of that race car out there tonight. He'll lead the field off of turn number 4 to complete lap number 1 is get back to the line. Snelling's going to lead now over Mookie Haney. Cummings going to drop back to 3rd. Great race going on for 4th on back. Gary Bunsen back there with Tyler Blankenship, Curtis Upoff. Those guys, pretty good battle back there. They were 3 wide for a brief second. They'll get this sorted back out to 2 wide back there. But racing on the outside, looking in a transfer spots as they head down toward turn number 1 and 2. Lap number 2 in the books. Russ Snelling's going to lead the field at the 3. I believe Todd is working on some stuff down there. It's Trying to get our volume right or whatever may be happening, but Russ Stelling's continuing to lead on lap number 4 as he'll complete the 4th lap off of turn number 4. 111 leading now over Mookie Haney. Daniel Cummings there for 3rd. Tyler Blankenship has got the head over 44. Muddock Racing Machine. He's up with that final transfer spot. Gary Bunson, AJ sideways, rounding out your top 6. They work off the corner. Going to be halfway home here. 5 in, 5 to go. So far, so good for that driver. The 111 Russell Snelling's going to lead by 2 car lengths off of turn number 2. Good run for Mookie Haney out there. That number 15 is he's going to glide it down into turn number 3, down to the low side of the racetrack. Same thing with Russ. Russ doing a good job. Going to pull away to about 5 car lengths, Todd. Russ Stellings looks to be coasting away with this one. We're 7 laps on the board this time by. 3 laps to go. So far, so good for the 111.
I'm trying to get things fired up here still on the Facebook Live side of things through another application. I've not had time enough to do that, so I apologize, guys. I still can't monitor it either. So the 111 of Russell Snelling's in the top spot, as he said. Daniel Cummings running in that 3rd spot. Mookie Haney was able to move up into 2nd there in that number 15 machine. It looks like the number 10 machine actually on the side of that machine. So just taking a look and see what it actually is. It might actually be the 18 machine.
I think it's an 18.
Yeah, it's an 18 of Mookie Haney. So I got to ignore it a little bit here. And 1 lap to go here in heat race number 2. Russell Snelling still leading them here down into turn 3 for the final time. And off of turn number 4, Snelling going to take down heat race number 2 over Mookie Haney, Daniel Cummings, Tyler Blankenship. In there for 4 there, Phil, taking the final transfer spot here in heat race 2.
Yeah, I'm going to set Gary Bunson, AJ Cruz, Jeremy Weatherby, Darren Litterall, Curtis Uphoff. Those are 2 really good shoes. Going to finish up the tail of heat race number 2. They'll go on into the transfers here to our consolation races coming up here in just a little bit. But we have our 3rd and final heat race of the night gritting out to the speedway. 9 cars on the docket, and this is how they'll come to post on the pole. Aboard car number 21, that is Nathan Kassler with the number 50 of Brent Pryor on the outside of the front row. Row number 2, the 017, is Adam Joseph with the number 81. The number 81 car is Joey Lamb on the outside of row 2. Warren Samoy rolls off of 5th position aboard car number 22 with the number 26 of Eric Scalf on the outside of the 3rd row. 7th starter will be car number 19, the Sidewinder, Scott Schroyer, flanked by the 38 of Bo Reddy. And rolling shotgun on the field tonight aboard the number 122. That'll be Brandon Culp. So 9 drivers scheduled to go out there for their 10-lap voyage around. Some of the numbers don't definitely match up because I see Scott Schroyer out there in his normal number 15. He's in the server as the 19. So playing a little bit of number hijinks out there tonight, Todd. They're keeping us on our toes, as we always expect these guys to do with DSO.
Yeah, definitely. As we were still playing with this, we finally got it going here. I can monitor chat. Thank you. Hello to everyone out there. My microphone is turned up as far as it can go here tonight, so no way it can turn it up any further than it is. But it is Nathan Kassler in the number 21 on the outside on the pole, starting here. Brett Pryor for 2. Not sure what is going on with Brett Pryor. Don't see any lettering on that machine as of right now. So hopefully maybe they just forgot the package here or something's going awry there. 017 of Adam Joseph and 881 of Joey Lamb. Going to start off in that 4th spot. Just waiting for that iRacing.com safety truck, the official truck, the pace truck here of DSO, Hanover Record Service, the official sponsor here of the Dirt Slinging Outlaws Pro Late Model Tour. Is green flag going to come out? The iRacing iFlag green flag. It is Brett Pryor, the fastest on the gas, down to the bottom side, leads the way right over Nathan Kassler.
It certainly is. Kassler going to have to fall back into that 2nd spot as that is completely white. Number 50 of Pryor going to lead the field into 3 and 4. Going to lead Kassler to race on here for the 2nd spot. Now 3 wide for the race lead between himself. Here comes Adam Joseph.
Oh!
17. They sends it in there huge. Sends Pryor up the wall. Joseph going to maintain the lead off of 2.
Yeah, Brett Pryor up into the wall there. You can see some nice little dents on that white car. The guy gets making a little contact back there. Looked like maybe a 26 of Scalf making contact back there with Scott Schroyer to bring out this Hanover Record Service yellow flag. Is Scalf going around, so we're going to take a real quick look at it because we see it there as he gets down into turn number 3. Yep, and he just sent it in a little bit too hard, spinning himself out with a little help from Brett Pryor. Around he goes in a knot.
Sure does. Tough break for the 50 car there, or the white car, or whatever the heck is out there. No final on the side of the 50. So, Brett, you're out there. You can hear us at some point to fix that thing, buddy, because we all see nothing but white. I don't know what it is out there, if it's trading paints issue or whatever the heck it is, but we hope he's out there. And Todd, I have a bit of good news that, karma may be steering in the right direction for us both here this evening, because I can now honestly say I've got myself logged into the Facebook Live chat side of things as well. So you're all watching on Facebook. I'll monitor that, and I'm going to try to see if we can't work on get YouTube over here as well. As looks like for the time being, my connection woes have ironed themselves out. So we'll knock on wood, hope that I'll stay that way and take you through the best of the best here. The undisputed heavyweight champion of the online sim race broadcast world, right here on your source for esports racing with Todd Stanton, Phil LeCast, the Full Velocity Racing Network. As we work off of turn number 4, looks like we're going to get clenched. Flag down this time, so going to be one more trip around under yellow for the 017 of Adam Joseph, Nathan Kasler, Joey Lamb, Warren Savoy going to be your first 2 rows. Scott Schroyer, Bo Reddy on the outside looking in, Brent Pryor, Brandon Culp, and Eric Scout for the number 26. Going to round out our field here of 9 drivers. Only the top 4 can find their way and guaranteed to the main event, so I guess we'll wait and see as this time through turns number 3 and 4, I'm expecting we're going to see the pace truck make that dive in toward pit side and going to put the field back into the hands of Adam Joseph, who is going to elect to start on the outside here on the restart. We're going to be halfway in here, 5 in, 5 to go as we go back to green. Our racing guy flying green flag back in the air.
Big shout out to Scott Dobbs out there saying good evening to us, Phil, out there at Facebook Live. And then again, my chat goes. So I'm hoping your chat is a little bit better than my chat here tonight, as I'm not able to keep connected either. So the 017 of Adam Joseph leading the charge here as we enter lap 4 to go here. So I should say 4 laps to go. At the 21 of Nathan Kasler looking to the bottom. The 77 machine of Warren Samoy running in that 3rd spot. 4th is the 81 of Joey Lamb, but Bo Reddy right there nipping at his heels.
Sure is. Bo doing a good job in the 38 right there in the 5th spot. Him and Scott Schroyer having a pretty dang good race, I should say, for positioning in the top 5, but that is not where the transfer's going to lie. There's only the top 4 will get into the main event here automatically through qualifications. This time by 2 to go over the starter stand from the 017 of Adam Joseph, leading over Nathan Kasler. Warren Savoy, 77, leading Joey Lamb. They're single file in the top 4 heading into turn 3.
Heading into turn 3, already off of turn number 4. White flag going to be in there for the 017. Machine Kasler now dives back down to the bottom. Catfishing it down there in the number 21. Machine down the back straightaway here at the Volusia Speedway Park into turn number 3 for the final time. And off of turn number 4, going to pick up heat race number 3 is going to be Adam Joseph aboard the 017 machine. Nathan Kasler for 2. The 77 machine and Warren Samoy going to finish up 3rd and 4th in the final qualifier, the transfer, the number 81 of Joey Lamb.
All right, so there we have it. That should do it for qualifications here tonight as far as our 3 heat races go. We'll see where iRacing decides to skip us on to next. Is it going to be a C main, a B main, or whatever it is going to be? Is it 2 consolation events? I believe that may be the calls. I'm just waiting for my stuff to click over. I think it's going to say C, Todd, but I'm going to say I believe this may be 2 different consolation events. So I'll throw it over to you first. I'll work this out. It looks like it is going to be 2 consies on hand. So B main number 1 out there, consolation race number 1. 8 cars on the starting lineup, and we'll take you to it. On the pole will be driver of car number 7. That'll be Justin Witt with the number 38 of Bo Reddy. He'll start on the outside of the first row. Row number 2, old AJ Sideways, AJ Cruz in the 343 with Frank Gonzalez aboard the number 04. He'll start on the outside of row 2. Brent Pryor going to roll off next aboard car number 50. Darren Litteroff scheduled to roll off next aboard the 68, although I think he's having some alien abduction issues down there in the 68 camp, and scheduled to go out here in the last row will be car number 29 of Scott Dobbs with the 122 of Brandon Culp. So the call is for 8. I'm going to guess we're going to see 7 on the racetrack, and it's going to say top 6 will race on. So we're going to send 1, maybe 2 cars home here out of our first consolation race of the evening.
Definitely going to send some cars home, and a lot of fast guys here in consolation event number 1. So you don't want to be in a bad spot here. Obviously, in this consolation event, you want to try to get up front. If you're up front, you want to stay up front. Man, there's a lot of emotions going through this. You want to make the A main, Phil. This is what you've been waiting for here in the Pro Late Model division is to be able to make that A main.
Absolutely right. Got to say hello. Bo is out there in the chat box. I see Amanda Lee is out there. I see Scott was chiming in. I see Sabrina Cruz out there saying go AJ. And also, I see Sharon out there saying, awesome. Awesome stuff. Thank you very much. As we go racing here in B main number 1, the field working its way up turn number 2. Justin Witt and Bo Reddy in a battle out for the race lead. Give it to Witt. Now, Bo's going to have to battle with Frank Gonzalez. They go toe-to-toe for the second spot over in 3.
Yeah, Bo Reddy down on the bottom side there, Phil, in the number 38 machine, trying to make something happen. Not able to do so. The 4D machine, Frank Gonzalez running in that third spot. Fourth is AJ Sideways, AJ Cruz. They hand over record service number 343 machine. Here comes Pryor down to the inside there. The all-white car, Scott Dobbs with the number 29 trying to also get into the fray of that one there, Phil. Dobbs had some bad luck in his heat race. Can he turn it around?
We'll have to wait and see as he's going to try to race it on. Only the top 6 will transfer on through our 10-lap consolation event here. 3 laps in on the board as they hit the start-finish line, and so far so good. For the driver of the 7, Justin Witt leading Bo Reddy, Frank Gonzalez, Brent Pryor in the 50. He is claiming spot in the top 4. AJ Cruz, Scott Dobbs running in that 6th and final transfer. He's got Brandon Culp on the outside looking in. So far, single file back up the transfer, but certainly anything but back here between Dobbs and AJ Cruz. They're racing for the top 5 position down the backstretch. The best battle on the racetrack as they go back single file.
And doubling that Corsair 7W. Of Justin Witt setting the pace here in consolation event number 1. Bo Reddy still running in second to 4D, running third. Brett Pryor, the number 50 machine, all white car out there as of right now, running in that 4th spot. AJ Cruz running 5th, and Dobbs is running 6th, Phil. I think Dobbs has got a little bit of a distance between himself and the 122 of Brandon Culp, so hopefully he's going to be able to hold on to that one. How much do you want to press the issue here as we're coming up on 3 to go?
I just want to keep the car underneath me. I don't want to screw anything up. I just want to make sure I get my way onto the A-main at this point. I don't care where I start. I just want to make my way into it. Scott's going to try to do one better. He's going to slide to the inside of AJ Cruz in a turn number 1 and 2. Give Scott Dobbs a spot. AJ makes a little bit of contact on the back of the 29, and that's what I'm talking about. You don't want to do anything to screw up the run to advance onto the A-main. They get back to single file back here, running for 5th now off turn 4.
We go Monstar Productions in car camera with Scott Dobbs in the 29 machine, just seeing if he's going to make some headway here, Phil, as they come up down the back straightaway.
That's an awesome look in car there aboard Scott Dobbs with 29, currently running in the 5th spot, but up front it has been all Justin Witt as we get white flag on the field, but there's a good race going on back here for it looks like position number 3 between Frank Gonzalez and the 4. The 50 of Brent Pryor, the white car on your screen, but no lettering. But off of the 4th turn, Justin Witt going to bring down the win in B-main number 1. Give him the win. Bo Reddy in for 2nd. Frank Gonzalez going to get 3rd. Brent Pryor going to grab 4th. 5th will go to Scott Dobbs, and AJ Cruz going to grab that final transfer. He'll finish up 6th. Brandon Culp in that number 122. Him and Darren Litterall, they're going to be the first ones exiting the pit arena here tonight. They're going to fall short of our A-main.
Yeah, definitely. That's not what you wanted to see here as we're getting ready for consolation event number 2 here on the docket. And it's going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the 77 machine, that's Gary Bunsen. And outside of him will be J.D. Sassy aboard the number 27 machine. Next row back inside row number 2, that's the number 19 machine. It's actually the number 15 machine, excuse me, of Scott Schroyer. Schroyer aboard the number 15, and Jeremy Weatherby aboard the Cabang Energy Candy number 289, going to roll off in 4th. Rolling off 5th is number 18, that's Robert Scott. And Eric Scalf aboard the number 26, going to roll off 6th. Rolling off 7th is Curtis Uphoff aboard the 129, and Brian Wax there in the B14 machine. He is going to roll off in the 8th starting position, Phil.
Yeah, that's a pretty good last row right there. Uphoff and Brian Wax starting 7th and 8th, but they got to crack into the top 6 if they want to race on to our 30-lap Pro Late Model main event for the Dirt Swinging Outlaws tonight here every Monday night, 9:15 Eastern for the pros, and then we switch gears at 10:15. We go to the open setup, ultra horsepowered super late model division coming up on tap next. So a DSO doubleheader for a Monday night that is going to be a lot of fun to watch, and I'm excited to see where 30 laps of the pros are going to take us here in just a little bit. We got 10 more laps of consolation racing here to go. the second and final one of the night. You look up to the front row, you find Gary Butson there, and it looks like is that a number 22 on the front row. You look alongside, and you find the number 27 of J.D. Sassy on the outside. You got Scott Schroyer there in row number 2 with Jeremy Weatherby's 289. Off of turn number 4, iRacing iFlag. Green flag goes up in the air. We're racing 10 more laps. Last chance to make the A. They're down to turn 1.
77 to Gary Bunton leading the charge here. The number 22, J.D. Sass, running in at that second spot. Some heavy battling going on there with Weatherby. And it looks like trying to look up the track. Yeah, Weatherby awful slow up on the top side of the speedway. Something awry on that number 289 machine. Really, really slow here. So tough break for him. Well, meanwhile, up front, Sassy down to the bottom side, trying to get around the 77 of Bunton. Not able to do so as they flash by that start-finish line. There's 8 to go.
There's 8 to go. We're going to race for the race lead. But Todd, to give a bad sponsor putt if I can, I think Weatherby's 289 may have kind of went kabang. I don't know. That's not a good thing to do inside the race car. The candy's great, but the bang of the engine may not be so good. Something went a boom on that thing. It definitely broke. Too bad for Jeremy making his re-debut. It's been a couple months we've seen the 289 out there, but we look over into turn number 3, where we find the number 77, Gary Bunson, leading over J.D. Sass. Scott Schroyer down to the low side, racing off for second in turn 2.
Yeah, Schroyer down to the bottom side, trying to make something happen. Almost 3 wide through the corner, almost 4 wide. Nice look, nice camera angle right there. Watching the cars run some different groups through the corner here. We come down into turn number 3. Look at Bunton up, pushing the cushion there. The 22 right there running that second spot. He's the next line up to the end of 15. It's Scott Schroyer with a nice looking view here. But Schroyer now drifts up into the middle portion of the track. The number 15 machine leaving them wide open for the number 26 of Eric Skelf to let her dig down on the bottom.
Yeah, Eric's got a really nice looking piece out there tonight as well, running in that 4th spot, looking down to the inside of Scott Schroyer. I guess you could say a pretty good 4-car race in the race lead off of turn number 2. Gary Bunson leading the way with 77, the 22 of J.D. Sassy in for second. Scott Schroyer, the 15, going to dig back to the low side off of turn number 4. Trying to do all he can to make a bid for that second spot, but it keeps coming up short. J.D. throws a little bit of a block there off of 4, washes him up into turn number 1. That may open the door for the 15 to make that move down the back chute in turn number 3. We'll wait and see. They're going to battle out for position number 2, coming to 2 to go.
JD in that 22 machine had a handful of steering wheel there, Phil. I couldn't believe he saved it there. The number 15 and Scott Schroyer still trying to get around that number 22 machine, but meanwhile the 26 back down to the bottom. Eric Skelf down into turn number 3, side-by-side battle going on for that 3rd spot. So we're going to cool it off there for the 2nd spot race. Now we got the 3rd spot, white flag in the air. One more trip around the speedway for the 77 of Gary Bunton.
Yeah, Gary Bunson doing a heck of a job out here tonight. So he's going to pace the field by 5 car lengths for the final time over in turn number 3 and 4. The main number 2 going to go to the 77 of Gary Bunson. J.D. Sassy going to get in claim for the 2nd spot. Too close to call in that race for 3rd. Scott Schroyer going to just clip Eric Skelf for 3rd and 4th. Brian Wax will get 5th. Curtis Uphoff going to grab the final transfer back there in 6th. Robert Scott, Jeremy Weatherby going to be the 2 drivers that exit server because they are not going to see their way into the A main. Their nights are going to be done, so that is going to do it here for qualifications and our consolation races. The Dirt Slinging Outlaws Pro Late Models getting set to go for a 30-lap main event. But before we get there, Todd, what do you say we throw this thing trackside? Let's pay honor to this great nation on this Independence Day week. Let's celebrate the freedom of the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. All right, we've got the national anthem get us started, and some look of what was a happy hour practice for these guys. 5 minutes in distance, but it looks like that is going to be complete. We're going to get set to rock and roll for a 30-lap feature event. The Dirt Slinging Outlaws live tonight on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network, where I'm going to throw it to my partner, Todd Stanton. He's going to start us off on our Foils Trucking starting lineup of the evening. Row number 2 on the inside, the number 017 is Adam Joseph, and alongside in that number 6, the Rocket himself, CJ Phillips aboard car number 6 rolls off fourth. Row number 4 on the inside, the number 63 of Cliff Driscoll, the number 24 of Dan Cummings rolls off 8th. Mud Ducks roll off at row number 6. The 44 is Tyler Blankenship. The number 81 of Joey Lamb rolls off 12th. Bo Reddy starts off in position 15 and aboard the 38. The 22 of JD Sassy rolls off 16th. Nineteenth will be Brent Pryor. Eric Scalf will start 20th. 21st will be Scott Dobbs. 22nd starter will be Brian Wax, AJ Cruz, and Curtis up off of the 129. Going to round out our 24-car field. Strap in for a wild ride, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to go 30 laps of racing. Dirt Slinging Outlaws, Pro Late Models. We are green at Volusia. Thought so too, and that's about all I could see because Todd, I don't even know where the race car's at. I'm clicking around. I've lost my stuff again here tonight at Volusia. Not sure what's going on, but 11 frames per second. I don't have a clue where these race cars are at as yellow flag comes on the speedway.
Yeah, yellow flag coming out is some microphone issues on my end too, so we're full of issues here tonight, Phil, on the Full Velocity Racing Network. We're getting a little bit of karma, I guess, ourselves. So the 66 machine has to slow it back down. The Spencer Swaffer, we're going to see what brought out this most recent yellow flag here. It looks like it may be a stack up, maybe. The Bull Ready machine is a 38 machine. Yep, it is 38 into the wall. It's a hold of JD Sassy, and then we have a roof surfer. Well, on top of a car, roof surfing though. 26 Eric Scalf. 22 of Sassy was on top of the 26 as they pirouetted, spinning around down the front straightaway there, Phil.
That almost sounds like extreme roof surfing right there. If we go back a long time here with, back in what we call DRTV back in the day, we like to think that, Full Velocity TV, what we're doing now is a little bit better than that, but we go back with extreme roof surfing a long time.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot better graphics here. We like to think that we're a little bit better than DRTV. I have to agree with you, Phil.
Hoping so, as we're under yellow here at the Volusia Speedway Park early on our 30-lap main event. DSO Pro Late Models on tap here tonight on your source for esports racing, and I'm believing Spencer Swafford is going to have the lead of this race. I'm trying to get myself back in there, Todd, because so my stuff went all jank, and I'm still having some issues over here, so you'll have to call the green as I try to get myself all sorted back in.
Well, pretty much we're not green flag racing as of yet. As we are still doubled up, but the lights are extinguished to TopTieRacing.com. Pace truck, the safety truck, to say, well, they're down the back straightaway here at the Volusia Speedway Park. It is the number 66 of Spencer Swafford. He picks the outside there He's going to start on the outside, I should say. The number 6 of CJ Phillips will start on the bottom. Then you have Adam Joseph in 017 and Russell Snellings in the number 111 starts 4th. 5th is the number 21 machine of Nathan Kassler as they light the wick. They light the fire off of turn number 4. The green flag's back in the air. Lead the charge down to turn number 1 into Spencer Swafford in the 66 machine. Phillips didn't get the jump that he wanted to, but he is quickly closing the gap down the back straightaway here to turn number 3. He's right there nipping at his heels. To show the pictures throughout the field here, kind of hard to do with when I'm talking here, so I had to show some pictures of all the nice side-by-side racing going on throughout the field. Everybody wants me to go through the field, but the number 6 of CJ Phillips working down to the bottom side here. The 66 of Spencer Swafford still holding on to the top spot. They're trying to keep CJ Phillips at bay. Adam Joseph running in that 3rd spot, not contested by Snelling, as Snelling was able to be drop-kicked back to 4th there. The 111, number 18 of Mookie Haiti running in the 5th position as he is pretty much staying single file. Everybody pretty much single file all the way through up until about, I'm going to say right around the 24 of Daniel Cummings. Cummings right now holding on to about the 10th position. Blankenship has been looking at him here, trying to get around him, but here comes Cummings down to the bottom of Nathan Kassler. Kassler starting to drift towards the back. The number 21 machine. Here comes Cummings down to the inside, trying to pull a slider through the corner. And he pushes the 21 of Kassler up the track. And the 44 of Blankenship gets by. The 77 machine also, Samoy also gets by as he's able to capitalize and go off into the 12th position. And another yellow flag going to fly here for the number 66. Machine going to have to slow it back down here, Spencer Swafford. So we're going to get to work and see what brought out this yellow flag here. Almost think Scott Dobson in 29 was involved in this one. I don't think it was any part of his fault there. It looks like the 15 comes in a little hot and heavy. Gets into the number 7W. And I mean, the 4D also finishes off the 15 of Schroyer. Around goes Scott Dobbs. The 4D of Frank Gonzalez. Fast Frank around. A lot of damage to the number 29 machine. Yellow flag still out on the field, so we'll go silent just for a moment here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Lights finally extinguished atop the iRacing.com pace truck. So we get ready to go back to green flag racing once again. And Spencer Swafford been dominating so far. Has led 15 laps here as we got 15 laps remaining. Can Spencer Swafford lead everything and right to that checkered flag and park himself down in BladeNote.com victory lane? We'll have to wait and see. But Swafford, the iRacing iFlag machine, has been fast the last couple of weeks, and I mean, he's pretty much swept just about everything that he's had thrown at him. So Swafford been really, really lightning fast as the green flag comes back out. The iRacing iFlag green flag back out for the Seagull number 66 machine down into turn 1. Look at him, Joseph down at the bottom letting her eat and trying to make up another spot. There's Driscoll also 3 wide there with the 017 of Joseph, and then they got the 18 of Mookie Haiti down to the bottom side here too, as Joseph almost making contact there. And the man, he's getting all kinds out of shape, almost catwalking down the front straightaway here to turn to number 1. Nice battle between himself and Driscoll, but Driscoll going to win out into the 4th spot. Meanwhile, back up front, it is a battle for the top spot. Oh, Swafford makes a mistake. You don't see that very often. As Swafford hits the outside wall just a tad bit, he tail slaps it there. with that 66 machine, allowing Driscoll, or CJ Phillips, excuse me, to get by. And CJ Phillips, your new leader in that number 6 machine. What a great race there for that top spot. Is a mistake by Swafford. Allows the 6 machine of CJ Phillips to get around. Man, what a wreck that was here. There was a lot of contact there. Middle portion of the speedway here. As it looks like the 44, the 24 all involved in this one here. A little bit more carnage there. Samoy and the 7W with Martin Karch going for a ride. Scott Schroyer for a ride. Karch parks it up there by the fence, saying hello to all of his fans up there in corner number 1. He gives them a nice roost there. And that number 33, the Full Velocity Racing Network, number 33 of Karch. So Karch had to stop and see his fans. That's what he did up there in the quarter number 1.
Well, doing his best impersonation of the crowd pleaser, I think there was old Martin in the number 33, but he's going to have to restart from deep in the field. Todd, I think I'm, for the time being, it looks like my stuff will settle down there. Had to do, had the old blue screen. Never good, but I think I've got myself back situated. I think I'm back into the server, all systems ready to go, but looks like we got CJ Phillips leading over Spencer Swafford. Spencer making that rare mistake. Russell Snelling's going to run 3rd, Cliff Driscoll 4th, Joey Lamb now in the top 5, Mookie Haney running in 6th with Adam Joseph 7th, Daniel Cummings 8th, Nathan Kazler 9th, and Brent Pryor going to round out our top 10 as it looks like going to get ready for a restart 22 laps in. Under yellow, looks like going to be a single file restart as I'm waiting for I'm back on the server, thankfully, but unfortunately I don't see all the race cars yet. We're off the quarter. iRacing, I flag, green flag, going to go back to the air. CJ Phillips in the 6th car. He'll lead the field down to turn 1.
Yeah, CJ Phillips doing a fantastic job in that number 6 machine, holding Spencer Swafford at bay. Number 66 machine is another yellow flag going to come out just as fast as we got that green flag. Another yellow flag bestows us here on lap number 22, 23 here of the A main, and we'll take a look at that and give you another BladeNote.com instant replay.
There you go. Using the word bestow. What a great big word Todd just threw out right there. You don't hear that one in everyday race vocabulary. Bestowed by another yellow flag. And it looks like the subject here of our BladeNote.com full velocity instant replay is that Scott Dobbs on 29 that may have had issues.
Well, I'm not 100% positive there, Phil, as I was just looking to see maybe the 77 machine. Yeah, it might be Scott Dobbs here. We'll just wait and see here real quick. So we're going to go back through and see what the instant replay actually was here. Yep, Scott Dobbs involved in this one, Phil, like you said correctly here. But the 129 that caused it there, the 129 clips the inside barrier there and comes back up into traffic there, Phil. And you never want to play in traffic. You're warned as a kid not to play in the traffic. Well, the 129 did, and there was a lot of wrecking ensuing after that.
And my old man, when he got really mad at me back in the day, we used to go tell me to play in traffic. I never thought it was a great idea, and did it one time, was scared for my life. So yeah, kids don't really advise doing that. And even what best advice that Jack may give you out there, don't go out there, don't play in the road, only bad things happen. Playing in traffic is what Curtis did right there, yellow flag on the speedway. I believe that would be number 4 of our 30-lap main event. Now working on lap number 26, the lights are out around the Volusia Speedway Park. Can CJ Phillips pick up a win over here? Can Spencer Swafford continue his reign on Monday nights? He currently runs on the 2nd spot. You got Russell Sellings back there 3rd. Cliff Driscoll in for 4th, and Joey Lamb, number 81, going to be your top 5 as the field in the west end of the racetrack. Turn number 3 and 4, safety vehicle going to pull its way down pit side. And the racing guy flag, green flag returns to the speedway on lap number 26 of the board, starting lap 27. CJ Phillips going to lead them off turn number 2. Spencer Swafford, this doesn't seem like he's at the get up in that car he usually has.
Yeah, Swafford trying to search for something a little bit different. Is not used to seeing that number 66 machine running 2nd, but the number 6 putting on a clinic here. CJ Phillips in the late portion of this event, and even Russell Snelling starting to knock on the door there of Swafford in that 66. They come down the back straightaway here into turn number 3. The Volusia Speedway Park. It is going to be popsicle sticks in the air off of turn number 4 for the number 6 of CJ Phillips.
CJ Phillips going to lead him down to the turn number 1. The race is for second. Swafford up high. Russ Snelling's giving a peek down low. The 111 as they work off turn number 2. Swafford, that red rocket, well, he rockets its way off the second turn. He'll hold on to second, but on the 4th turn, white flag will go up in the air. One more trip around for the driver of car number 6. CJ Phillips going to lead them off turn number 2 for the final time by 5 car lengths. Down into turn number 3 and 4, going to be highly unchallenged. Swafford going to take one more peek down low. It's going to go up short. CJ Phillips going to win the DSO Pro Late Models here tonight at Volusia. Spencer Swafford in for second. Russell Stelling's third. Cliff Driscoll going to get fourth. And Mookie Haney going to steal away a top 5 run from Joey Lamb, who will get sixth. Daniel Cummings, Adam Joseph, Nathan Kassler, Brent Pryor going to run it on top 10.
Yeah, Eric Skelth going to finish up 11th. The 7W of Justin Witt going to finish 12th on the field there, Phil. 13th is going to be Warren Samoy aboard the number 77 machine. JD Sassy aboard the number 22, going to finish up 14th. For 15th is AJ Sideways, AJ Cruz. Frank Gonzalez going to finish up 16th. 17th is going to be the high side hustler Martin Karch. Tyler Blankenship going to roll off and finish off 18th. 19th is going to be the number 15 is Scott Schroer. Bo Reddy aboard the number 38. He's going to finish up 20th. 21st going to be Curtis Uphoff. Brian Wax aboard the B14 machine. He's going to finish up 22nd. Scott Dobbs, not a good run here for the 29 machine. Dobbs in the 3D racing machine going to finish up 23rd. And Gary Bunsen going to finish up 24th on the field, Phil.
Yeah, absolutely will. It's actually a 24-car field here tonight. The big winner is going to be CJ Phillips. He'll be down at BladeNo.com Victory Lane with Todd Stan. I'm going to run down here trackside, see if we can't catch up on our second and third place finishers. Guess we'll get the 111 first here tonight on the podium. Car number 111, Russell Snelling's going to finish up third. And Russ, terrific run for you. Thought you had something to say on that last little dash there, making a bit to the low side of Swafford down there, 1 and 2, but was short-lived. But your car was really good there tonight, buddy. Tell us all about it. Try again. Russell Stellings. It's Phil Lacasse from Full Velocity Racing Network, buddy. You have a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Russ, terrific job here tonight, finishing third. You and Spencer had a good little race there, coming to 2 to go. You put your car to the low side. Thought you had a bid to make to finish up second, but it was short-lived. He was able to get back around you, but overall, a really strong night for you. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, the track got real racy there at the end. I got pinned down on the bottom on a few restarts and kind of got hung out. I didn't have enough drive on the bottom to make that pass. It was hard to pass anywhere, but it was a good night.
Really good night, and Volusia's a tricky little place, especially when it gets slick. And how does that change what you're accustomed to with the racetracks out here when you're out here in these low-powered pro late models with a fixed setup? How does that change the animal what we know of Volusia?
Well, you got to run what they got. You can't change and play with the gear or anything else, so you got to take what you got and do whatever you can with it. These cars drive a lot like the Supers. When it gets slick, it's still all throttle control.
Walt Rush did a hell of a job out there tonight. The 111 going to bring it home third. I'm going to give you the microphone one more time. Full Velocity Racing Network live via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Rush, take it away. I know a lot of people out there watching tonight who are rooting for you.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank my teammates, GFR, Curtis Uphoff, and Scott Grabansky, and all them guys. We've been practicing a little bit since the latest build and trying to get these cars back right.
Well, buddy, it is certainly paying off for you. He gets a good, solid third-place run here tonight. Russell Stellings aboard that 111, going to finish up third here in Volusia. We'll walk a little bit further down here toward trackside. And we'll talk to tonight's second-place finisher, the guy I don't get to talk to an awful lot because usually he's down there with Todd at Victory Lane. That is Spencer Swafford. Spencer, I get you out here tonight in the post-race with a second-place finish there, bud. A little issue there, made us a rare mistake to get second. CJ had a fast car, but you're a guy who usually doesn't screw it up and throws it away like that, brother.
It's just I'm not really that good here, and CJ, he's been on it all season. He definitely deserves tonight. He's been getting consistent top fives, and he definitely deserved to get this one. I made that simple mistake, and he corrected on it. That's what any driver should do.
Absolutely right. Well, we talked about to the rest here a little bit ago, and now we'll ask you the same question. Pro late models, a little bit, lower on the horsepower than the supers, of course. Fixed setup here in the pros versus, the supers we're going to see here in a bit with open setups. How does that change the animal of a racetrack that we know as Volusia? What's it like out here in a fixed setup versus an open set?
You don't get to run much gear you like, which is totally fine, but getting to run an open setup, there's just a whole lot more on the driver and how they react to the track, because I make 6 or 7 changes throughout the night to the setup just to fit the track and how I want to drive it.
Man, that's a race car driver right there. To throw that amount of change at it, let it react the way you do it. That is why this guy right here is one of the most talented drivers that iRacing has to offer right now with her. Spencer, I'm going to give you the floor one more time with a great second place run here tonight. Full Velocity Live via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Spencer Swafford, take the floor away there, buddy. Thank you. I'd like to thank.
I'd like to thank the team, Existence Reignition, Eastburn. They're just an amazing group of guys. In iRacing iFlag, Zevil's Lawn Care, Highside Graphics, iRacing Dirt World, and you all for putting on the stream, and DSO for giving us a league to race on Monday nights.
We appreciate that for sure. DSO, a great place to race, and this guy right here been doing a hell of a job. The reign of wins is over, but he gets a good solid second place run here tonight. That's a pretty good point tonight and any night right there. That is Spencer Swafford. So now I'm going to throw it down to Bladeno.com, Victory Lane, where Todd Stanton's going to greet a new face of the winner's circle, the driver of the number 6. CJ Phillips is down there in winner's circle.
Definitely a new face down here in Victory Lane. Got to push the microphone that says go. Got to get it on. Got to get that right one of these times. Sometimes I might have to have a beer or two before I come down here in Victory Lane. But CJ Phillips in the 3D racing machine taking down the win here tonight. You've been very, very ultra consistent here between the pro and the super late model, CJ, the last couple of weeks. And Spencer said you deserved this one here. He wasn't quite that fast here tonight, and you were just a rocket ship compared to him. Able to take down the win. Tell us about your race here tonight.
Yeah, glad to finally be able to pull one together and get a win. Swafford's really fast every week. It's hard racing against that guy. Finishing second a lot this year so far.
Yeah, definitely a well-deserved win here tonight in the Pro Late Model Division here at the Dirt Slinging Outlaws, and it was a great race. What did you think with Spencer? You knew you had to pounce. He made a little bit of contact to that wall. It was just enough where he scrubbed off enough speed where you were able to dive down to the bottom, take the lead, and actually you checked out from him a little bit, CJ.
Yeah, I think I had the faster car tonight. I messed up in the heat race after getting the pole and chose the inside, and he got around me on the start. I thought that was going to be a big mistake, but once we got into the main and got some green flag laps, I could tell I was just a little faster than him. Like you said, he just tapped the wall a little bit, and I was lucky to get around him there.
Sometimes a little bit of luck rolls the dice the right way there for you, CJ. You're able to take down the victory here, your first victory of the season, and hopefully more to come here. But we're going to give you the microphone. The floor is all yours. Thank you. We'd like to thank here this evening.
Yes, sir. I'd like to thank God and my family and my wife. I'd like to thank 3D Racing. These guys helped me a lot with setups and the supers and just driving styles and things like that. Team sponsors, Cedar Creek Beef Jerky, Ken Skins, Dirty Grass Soul, J&P Home Inspections, One Shot Recycling. I know I'm missing a few, but just thanks to all those guys.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, picking up his first win here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network 2. Here is CJ Phillips. Like I said, hopefully more to come here. He's going to get locked and loaded for the super late models here in just a little bit, the Volusia Speedway Park. But again, congratulations, CJ.
All right, absolutely right. There you have it down there for the winner's circle. CJ Phillips picking up the win in the pro late model portion of a Dirt Slinging Outlaws, but super late models are up next, coming on live in about 10 minutes. So going to thank all you guys out there for watching. Going to thank our sponsors once again, Hannibal Record Service, iRacing iFlag, Voiles Trucking, Bladeno.com, South Texas Speedway, Montstar Productions, TDR Racing League, Hard Motorsports, Evil One Graphics, Trash Panda Graphics, and Full Throttle with the Jet for Jack Truin, Ron Piles, Martin Karts, Brett Rolls, everybody behind the scenes here at the Full Velocity Racing Network. From my partner in crime, Mr. Stanton. Phil LeCass going to sign off here, but we'll be back 10 minutes from now, live with the DSO Super Late Models coming up next on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network. Live link going out there. Stay tuned.
Muted ending credits going now.